so now that school's out for the summer, these emotionally sensitive kids are now feeling like there's going to be a loss. That basically it's just taken away from them. You know, the friend that they sat next to and they like talking to maybe won't be able to talk to this summer, won't be able to talk to the teacher who just spent so much time teaching and just pouring in to these emotionally sensitive kids. That an emotionally sensitive child just feels like a loss. And at times during, especially the first part of summer,
this struggle got purpose and we grow. So whatever road we have to take next, all I need to know is that we'll roll with the punches.
All right, y'all, we're back. We're back for another day. We're doing this life thing, y'all. We're all in this life thing together. We're doing this MWA thing. We're out riding around in the community, knocking on doors. Come on, knock on my door. We're knocking on doors, just delivering mental health to people out in the community, y'all. And I just really lately enjoyed clients. Lots of great progress with clients. Big claps, big kudos to all the Midwest Anxiety clients out there just rocking their goals, inspired by just your tenacity and your perseverance and your strength each day. We have been working hard lately. You've been working hard, and I appreciate you guys. Y'all, we've got a lot going on. This is the end of the school year, so I know the school year is winding down, and I want to talk about something today that some of you may not think about. Your kids, you may see some increased emotion and just some irritability, some sadness as the school year ends, and I want to talk to you about that today. So that's one of the things we're going to just talk about: emotionally sensitive kids at the end of the school year, and how you might just need to turn on just that little special attention and love coming up over the next couple days. Those emotionally sensitive kids, we need just to be a little bit more aware of them. So after I see this client, I'm going to come back and talk to you about the end of the school year and how it can be difficult for emotionally sensitive kids, okay? All right, y'all. Y'all, let's talk about emotionally sensitive kids at the end of the year, at the end of the school year. You know, for so many kids, getting out of school at the end of the year is really exciting. There's a lot of stuff to look forward to. The pool and staying up late and sleeping in late and video games and just going on trips. But then there's the emotionally sensitive child, the one that just wears their heart on their shoulder, just feels lots of emotion, can be excitement or happiness, but also feels sadness and frustration, all that. Just really the emotions are really just close to the skin, right? Can easily become emotional in various situations. These kids feel the emotion of school letting out. And here's the thing, we don't think about this, but kids have developed relationships and lots of experiences and memories. These emotionally sensitive kids hang on to those, and they've been in school with their classmates and teachers, and they've been in a schedule and a routine and everything for the last, since August, 7-8 months, however long it is, right? And so now that school's out for the summer, these emotionally sensitive kids are now feeling like there's going to be a loss, that basically it's just taken away from them. You know, the friend that they sat next to and they like talking to maybe won't be able to talk to this summer, won't be able to talk to the teacher who just spent so much time teaching and just pouring in to these emotionally sensitive kids. That emotionally sensitive child just feels like a loss. And at times during, especially the first part of summer, if you see your kid starting to get a little bit whimpery or crying or just sad as school's coming to an end, and you know, that first and second week after school, that's that emotionally sensitive child just trying to react to the adjustment, of going from being in school and seeing all those people and enjoying all that and getting so much out of it, to now just it's not happening, and it's not going to happen for another 2.5, 3 months. And to that emotionally sensitive child, that's a long time. Okay, so with these children, you just want to give them a little extra hug, a little extra kiss. Just tell them that you know that they're just going through some tough times, and things will get easier as the summer goes on, and they'll be back in school, seeing their friends and doing things again soon as school starts in August. And maybe some of the classmates and people they can see over the summer, right? So I just want to draw your attention to, because sometimes we think about schools out for the summer, and we think about just the excitement and the happiness that kids must feel just to not have to go to school. And we lose sight of those kids that actually enjoy going to school and enjoy being around their classmates, enjoy all that feel good, all that stuff that makes our heart feel good. They enjoy that. So hope that helps. You guys give a little extra love to those kids as school's coming to an end. All right. Y'all, this is part two of a conversation of how to let go of resentment. You know, we talked about this yesterday. We just basically talked about you may be carrying around lots of negative energy. Maybe someone said something or did something that bothered you, and you're like, and you just don't want to be around them. You don't want to talk to them, and it just is like you've got a bad taste in your mouth. About this person. And what we talked about yesterday is that bad energy is just not good. It'll keep you down emotionally and physically. We just need to release it. Okay? And so today what I want to talk about is that one of the ways to really let some of this go, and I've been doing this in my personal life, I've done it with clients before. It's really, really difficult. Don't do it if you're not well emotionally regulated, okay? Don't do it if you're not well regulated emotionally, got that skill. But here's what you're gonna do. You're gonna basically go to that person that you got beef with. And basically, what you're gonna do is you're just gonna sit across from them, and you're gonna basically say, okay, this is basically a free time for you. What I want you to do is I want you to tell me all the things that you don't like about me. I want you to tell me all the things that bother you about me. And what they're gonna do is they may feel comfortable. You basically say, I want you to feel really comfortable. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just sit here. Okay? And you're trying to provide a safe space for them to basically tell you whatever it is that bothers them, okay, or what bothers them about you. And so they're gonna just start telling you things. They're gonna tell you things that they don't like, and you're gonna start to feel some emotion, right? And what I want you to do during that is I don't want you responding. I don't want you responding to them. I just want to create a safe space that they can tell you however much they want to, whatever it is, because at the end, I want you to validate and I want you to empathize. And you know, you can say something like, I see where you might be thinking that. I see where you might be thinking that. Or you might say like, I kind of see what you mean here. I kind of see what you mean here. So I want you to connect with them. It's not about the information. It is, but it isn't. I want you to hear the information that they're saying, okay, because it's important. But really the most important part is the connection. The connection that you have. Remember, this is a person that you were disconnected from because you had beef with, right? But you bring them together, you bring them and you basically say, hey, this is a free-for-all. You tell me what you don't like, okay? And so when they tell you, basically, after they're done telling you, you say, hey, thanks for sharing. Then you validate and you say, hey, I see where you might be thinking that. Now, here's the thing. When they share it with you, it's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's not about who's right and who's wrong. It's not about even if they have the details correct. It's about that you're just providing a safe space that they feel comfortable sharing with you. Because here's what I believe in a lot of relationships what happen is that the communication breaks down. Somebody's feelings get hurt and they pull away, they shut down, and they start feeling bad. So if you can create a space where you can keep the communication open, that's golden. That's golden. And the way to do that is to basically just have them feel safe sharing things with you and you not getting upset, okay? And then, you know, as you've shared the stuff with them, they've shared it with you, there might be an opportunity where that person feels comfortable doing the same thing with you, right? Where you can share stuff with them and they're not going to emotionally react. I know that there's maybe times where you're like, oh, that really hurts. And you might have to find a way that you don't react. Sometimes I just put my fingers like this, or I put my hands like this in my lap, just as a way to kind of remind me is just to relax, okay? Remember, it's not about the information that they share, it's about the connection, okay? I want you to connect. And so then after you share this information, there's gonna be this period of time where it's gonna just be kind of weird and awkward, because it's like, okay, how do we move forward now? How do we move forward? Because we can't keep bringing up old stuff. We talked about it. It's old stuff. We talked about it. We're going to try to work through it. Now, okay, let's set some rules here. Some rules for our relationship. And then, you know, you'll provide some rules. You go back and forth. Okay, they might provide one rule, then you provide another rule, and so on. All right? A very, very beneficial thing to do with people that you have negative energy with is basically just let them tell you whatever it is that they don't like. Important, very important that you stay emotionally regulated. If you say that's not true, or oh, I can't believe you would say that, well, you might as well just stop there, because oh, camera down, you might as well stop right there, okay? Because it's not going to be beneficial, because you're just basically dismissing their perception and their viewpoint. The idea is you want to validate, empathize. All right, y'all? All right. Very good. This is very good for parents. Parents, especially if you've got beef with your children or your children have beef with you. All right? All right, y'all. Hey, I want to grab your attention for just a second. The club is going to be popping. The club is going to be popping starting June 1st. It opens up, and we want you in the club. We want you in the club, y'all. It's an insane value. It's an insane, I'm telling you right now, for $10 a month. $10 a month, okay? That's a day and a half of Starbucks. $10 a month, $25 for 3 months, or get this, $85 for 12 months. you get to be in the club, y'all. We've got all kinds of, there's live discussions. We've got a kids cooking class. We got college dropout. We got divorced if you're divorced. We're having all kinds of discussions and classes that are exclusive only to club members, okay? There's such an exclusivity. When you're in the Midwest Anxiety Club, you walk around town with your shoulders back and your head high, knowing you are in a good club. You're in a good club. Hey, there's 24/7, 365. You get access to all the people in the club. You get to say, you get to post questions. Hey, what if, or if this happens, people that are going through similar things in their lives, they'll be in the club. They're waiting for you. You'll get to bounce ideas off of them. We'll be in there answering all your questions. You have round the clock access to us to be able to say, hey, Randy, what do you think about in this situation? Y'all, you get free access to all of our resources. Our Midwest Anxiety Resource Library, you get access to. Y'all, you get 50% off all the classes, so much more. Oh, and one more thing. We're throwing in the kitchen sink. Because what else is there to throw in other than the kitchen sink? You guys, get into the club. You won't regret it. You will not regret it.